Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the AZ Sports Fan Live Edition. How are we doing, everybody out there? Let's just do a real quick sound check. Can you hear me right now? If you can, go ahead and put some fist bumps on the chat below. That would be much appreciated. And then we could jump into the topics that we wanted to talk about. Now, we had a pretty exciting week this last week here for the Arizona Cardinal fans. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are as well. What we're going to do today is recap exactly what happened, and as well as talk about Seattle versus the Arizona Cardinals, injury report, all that different stuff. We're going to go ahead and keep you guys updated, and we're just going to have an overall good time here on this Saturday night. How is everybody doing? I think everybody can hear me. As of right now, we are sitting less than 24 hours away. Actually, maybe a little bit over 24 hours away before the Arizona Cardinals plays against the Seattle Seahawks, and I could not be any more excited. I'm just ecstatic. I'm really ecstatic that we ended up just playing on Sunday just in general. So obviously my first topic that I wanted to talk about here, guys, is I'm pretty sure everybody here already knows the news as far as what went down. Our scheduled time for playing this game against the Seattle Seahawks was supposed to be tomorrow at, I believe it was 1 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern, something around those times. But a couple days ago, we ended up getting news stating that the Arizona Cardinals game against the Seattle Seahawks is being flexed. It's being flexed to Sunday Night Football. Now, when I first heard this, my reaction was I was just ecstatic. I was jumping up and down. Getting a national game, primetime game back to back is really amazing, honestly, not just from an Arizona Cardinal fan standpoint, but I don't know, just something really, really exciting from here on out. I really think that something that really, really played a big part into this was the fact that the Arizona Cardinals wiped the floor with the Dallas Cowboys this last Monday night. So this game coming around, although, it's not really deciding who's going to win the division, or not win the division, but like who's going to lead the division. Whatever happens, Seattle Seahawks is still going to have, I believe, a game or game and a half, just really depending on what's going to go on. But this is really exciting news for Arizona Cardinal fans, finally getting the recognition that we all, not deserve, but are long for. Because let's be honest here, a lot of times national people don't really pay too much attention to the Arizona Cardinals. I understand why they don't. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. It's typical. It happens to a lot of teams, not just the Arizona Cardinal fans. We're a small fan base, and we don't win very much. But now, because we got Kyler Murray, we're playing some exciting football, not only offensively, but defensively as well. We're going to be starting to see a lot more doors opening up, a lot more national attention. Now, some people might say, I don't want the national attention. We're better as underdogs. We're better as that, underdog mentality. That's where the Arizona Cardinals thrive best at. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. There's been plenty of times where we were so hyped up coming into the season, like in 2015, 2016, that we ended up not living to that expectation. And the concern and the frustration from the fans, as well as myself too, I'm right there with you. So I can definitely see where you guys are coming from when we're saying, it's underdog mentality, and that's exactly how we should go ahead and treat it as such. So yep, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know. If you don't, Sunday Night Football is when the Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks will be playing tomorrow. I'm just really honestly also excited the fact that we're going to be getting Kyler Murray versus Russell Wilson. Now, obviously, we're going to play him one more time. I believe in a couple weeks or 3 weeks from today, we'll be playing the Seattle Seahawks again. Now, I'm excited for this matchup for years to come, is what I'm trying to say here. Just imagining the fact that prime time, that kind of that matchup that everybody's looking forward to, Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray, is going to be so much great stuff in years to come from here on out. So really, really excited about that, guys. So let's go ahead and keep talking about Cardinals. That's what we're all here about. And the latest thing I want to go ahead and reach out to now, if you guys don't have my post notification bell on as well, you probably already heard the news that the Arizona Cardinals has traded for Marcus Golden, our former edge rusher. That was really awesome when he was the opposite side of Chandler Jones. So that was great news as well. Marcus Golden, wow, I'm just really excited. I'm tripping over my words here. Marcus Golden is now a member of the Arizona Cardinals for a 6th-round pick. I know a lot of people are saying, man, what a steal. Great job, Cardinals. Steve Keim, Keim time sign, all that different stuff. I think it was kind of inevitable. I think we were trying to look for an edge rusher. I think that's what we were trying to do, especially with Chandler Jones being out. I knew there was going to be a trade that happens, maybe not like a big spectacular trade, but a trade like Marcus Golden. Now, a lot of people don't know Marcus Golden. If you don't play for the or if you're not a fan of like the Giants or a fan of the Arizona Cardinals, the reason why we love him so much is because the relationship that we had with him when he was the opposite side of Chandler Jones. They just made a fantastic tandem, and I was really excited to kind of see that happen again, especially because he was a free agent this last offseason. But unfortunately, nobody ended up signing him during that that period of free agency frenzy. He ended up and signing back with the New York Giants, but New York Giants are going through their own woes right now. They might be going through a tanking phase. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening with the New York Giants. Both New York teams, and I mean New York Giants and the New York Jets, are just kind of really bad football to watch. And I think this is what the perfect opportunity for them to get some capital for their draft next year. And we ended up getting Marcus Golden, which was huge, amazing. Now, I still want to see Dennis Gardeck. I feel like he's proven himself a lot. Obviously, Marcus Golden, we're not going to see him this first week. I know a lot of people ask me, hey, is Marcus Golden going to play? Marcus Golden just played on Thursday Night Football when he was with the Giants. I don't think he's not gonna play that quick. It's not gonna happen. It would be really selfish for the Arizona Cardinals, and not thinking of him as a player, because he just came off a game playing against the Giants, playing against the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, which that game was kind of weird on its own. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a really, really weird run where Daniel Jones tried to go to the touchdown. He ended up like tripping over his own legs. It was pretty hilarious. But that NFC East is kind of a joke of a division right now. It sucks for me to say that there's going to be a team coming out of that division, but I mean, that's just kind of the way that the cookie crumbles at this point. But yep, Marcus Golden is a member of the Arizona Cardinals right now. Super excited about it. And I know all you guys are excited. Before I even brought up the topic, I had a lot of people saying, hey, you know what I mean? Marcus Golden. So I'm right there with you. The excitement level is really happy here as well. One other thing I want to bring up before we start talking about Seahawks Cardinals, and start reading to the comments that you guys are talking about here, is Antonio Brown is now a member. Antonio Brown is now back within the NFL. He actually signed with the Bucks. The Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, obviously, the Tampa Bay Bucks has Uncle Bruce, which our former head coach Bruce Arians. I still love the guy. No bad things to say about him, but I do think that he wanted out of the Arizona Cardinals. I don't really know exactly what was going on, but he's going to the staying in the NFC. Which I'm not really too happy with. I would rather him go to an AFC team personally. But as long as he's not with the Seattle Seahawks, I guess I can give that much of a highlight. I guess I'm excited about that at that point. But yep, he's a member of the Bucks. I think that they said is he signed up for a 1-year deal, and we're gonna see him maybe on week 9. Is when we're going to start seeing Antonio Brown, is what I was told anyways. But we're not really here to talk about Antonio Brown. I just wanted to bring you guys the news and let you guys know all that different stuff. Now, before we go ahead and talk about all that different stuff, I also wanted to talk about the injury report. Now, obviously, I think a lot of you guys already know, but the injury report looks a lot worse for the Seahawks than it does for the Arizona Cardinals, which is nice and a change of pace because honestly, I felt like the Arizona Cardinals had a lot of injuries throughout these last 6 weeks here. So let's talk about the Seahawks here real quick. Michael Patti. I think he's the guard. He used to be with the Arizona Cardinals. He also used to play for the San Francisco 49ers when he was younger. He's actually listed as out. So a big key piece for the Seattle Seahawks offensive line will be out. So I guess that's good for our defensive line. Maybe go ahead and wreak havoc on Russell Wilson. That's good news. As well as Jamal Adams, their big star safety, high caliber player, will be listed out as well. He has a groin injury. He has never recovered back. So Michael Patti is not going to be there, as well as Jamal Adams. That's huge for the Arizona Cardinals, especially for their secondary. I actually had a collaboration with NordCam. If you've seen that already, thank you so much for watching it. But yeah, he told me that, he's happy with the secondary right now. Like, they're starting to gel together. So he's not too worried about the Jamal Adams aspect of being out. I personally would be, because honestly, I feel like Kyler Murray can definitely have a day this game coming around, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. So on the Cardinals side, as far as injury reports, we have a lot of questionable people. We have people like DeAndre Hopkins with an ankle injury, Jordan Phillips, and Dennis Gardeck. Now, right now, they're listed off injured, just questionable right now. I think they're going to be a go. Usually, we'll know by now, or sometimes if it's a game day decision, then we'll know, I guess, tomorrow in the morning, or maybe at 2 p.m. AZ time. But right now, they're listed off as questionable. D-Hop, Jordan Phillips and Dennis Gardick are listed as questionable. I'll keep you guys up to date, maybe on Twitter or Instagram, and let you guys know what's going on within those players. But I honestly I think they're gonna be good. DeAndre Hopkins, I mentioned this on my my chat that we have with the Arizona sports fan chat people here. I think DeAndre Hopkins, I don't know what it is. I don't even know if he likes to practice. I don't know what it is. He probably just does it. But he's had an ankle injury for quite some time. But when I see him on the field, he seems to be like good. The only game that I really said was, whoa, he seems like he's like, taking a step back was against the Carolina Panthers game. But every other game, he looks like he's good. Like he's good to go. But I guess you got to give it to DeAndre Hopkins, being that he's just awesome. He never really misses games, so you got to give him kudos to that. Jordan Phillips, I think he'll play, and Dennis Gardick, I hope he plays because I want to see another monster game from him. Obviously, Dennis Gardick and Hassan Reddick, Devon Kennard, they're all gonna have they're all gonna get some opportunities to sack Russell Wilson. And if it's anything like the last time we played against Russell Wilson in CenturyLink Field, we're going to have a day. We're going to have a day. So I'm really excited about it. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's talk about Cardinals versus Seahawks. Let me just take a sip of water, and then we'll read to your comments. If you have any questions, guys, there is an option for you guys to super chat if I'm missing your question. Keep in mind, you're 63 people in here, one of me. So I'll do my best to read all your guys' questions, but we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Cardinals versus Seahawks. Man, this alone excites me to the core. Having Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson on prime time, this is exactly what these are the games that we live for as far as fans go. Getting the recognition, getting on prime time. I'm just really stoked. I know the only people who really had an issue with us getting like flexed over to prime time was obviously the Raiders and the Buccaneers fans, or because they were upset that they ended up getting flexed out. But there was a lot of, bird gang internationally as well, whether you want to say, in England, Australia, I know in Ireland, there's some bird gang there as well. So I think they might have gotten a little upset just because the game got pushed back. But I don't know. I guess just watch the reaction or watch my post game if you can. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about how this thing is going to shake out. Honestly, I truly 100% believe we're going to live and die by the play of Kyler Murray. If Kyler Murray has a bad game, we probably will lose. If Kyler Murray has a great game or a good game, we probably will win. I have a lot more faith in the Arizona Cardinals defense than I feel like the Seahawks fans have in their defense. Now, obviously, I would love to see a lot more Budda Baker's, safety blitz type of thing, because, man, when he was hitting those holes, he was coming after Andy Dalton this last game. And I would love to see a little bit more of that. Obviously, Andy Dalton is on a completely lower level than Russell Wilson. Let's be honest here. Now, I think that if we do get some safety blitz, we might see some misses by Budda Baker, because let's be honest here, Russell Wilson he's just good. He knows how to get out of weird, awkward situations. So there's that. But yeah, I would love to see Budda Baker becoming like a star in this game, especially for Sunday Night Football. But we do got our very first super chat by Jacob. We'll go ahead and give you a quick dab. Thank you so very much, my friend. He says, Seahawks fans say they ain't scared about Kyler. Yeah, let's talk about that here real quick, because here's the truth of the matter. Seahawks right now, they're sitting pretty. They're sitting pretty at 5-0. And I'm not going to pretend to say if we weren't 5-0 and we were playing against a 4-2 team, we probably will have that same mentality. We'll have that, puff your chest out and be like, hey, we know Russell Wilson's good, but, you're not going to get past our team. It's just that mindset. Keep in mind that these guys are they're Seahawk fans. They're not going to say, you'll find like very, very few of them. They'll be like, hey, I'm worried about Kyler Murray. You'll find very few of them out there because they're going to ride and die with their Seahawks. It's just the kind of the way it is. You guys told me, and I've mentioned to you guys before as well, that the Arizona Cardinals play better as underdogs. I don't know what it is. That's just the type of mentality that we need to kind of take from here on out. So I'm not really worried about it. Let the Seahawks fans talk. A, they're going to look dumb, or B, they're going to be right. So it's a 50-50 chance. I mean, it's kind of a bold statement to say, hey, I'm not scared of Kyler, which is really, really weird because Kyler Murray can get really, really loose and he can kind of break a 20, 25 yards and not get touched and just kind of go out of bounds. So it's weird for them to say that because Russell Wilson is pretty, or I guess I would say Kyler Murray is comparable to Russell Wilson. Maybe not the deep shots quite yet. He doesn't have a touch for the deep shots. But as far as running goes, being that Russell Wilson is getting up there in age, or not getting up there in age, but he's older. Obviously, he's older. So Kyler Murray, I feel like, is a little faster and a lot more shiftier in this point of his career. But let's keep reading on to the comments. Thank you so very much, Jacob. I really do appreciate that super chat. All right, let's go ahead and keep reading on to the comments here. We got Mark Jackson in the house saying, it's starting to get cold over here. Might have to light a fire. Are you in Phoenix or yeah, I mean, if you are within the Phoenix area, which I am, it's starting to get a little cooler. And cool to us is like 70, 60, 50 degrees. So that's really like hoodie wear. So the moment you start me seeing my my videos and I have my hoodie on, you know I'm starting to get cold, and it's not very it's not very graceful, I guess, for the people out on the East Coast, because that's cold to us. Let's keep on reading on to the comments here. We have Gamer in the house saying, did you hear about Simmons playing more tomorrow? Here's the thing. The coaching staff is never gonna reveal their game plan. Since I've been watching the Arizona Cardinals, I've been hearing coaching staff saying one thing and they do something completely different on Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, whenever they're playing. They're never going to reveal their game plan. To them, it's silly for them to, like, you know, answer media questions and be like, yeah, we'll start seeing a lot more Isaiah Simmons out there, because that kind of gives more, I guess, information to the opposite side of the team, because you know darn well that there's somebody looking at every single post coverage, or, like, you know, every single interview from coaches, players, and all that different stuff from the Seahawks side. And I can only assume the Cardinals are doing the same thing to them. So I haven't heard anything personally about Simmons getting a bigger role, but we'll see. I mean, you never know. I know there's a lot of people commenting saying, hey, can we possibly use Simmons as a spy on Russell Wilson? You know, I'm all up on board for that. I want to see more Isaiah Simmons. You know, I'm an advocate for Isaiah Simmons. The only issue that we're running into right now is that, can he get the playing time when we have Devin Kennard and, you know, Jordan Hicks there? Now, I know there was a few people saying Jordan Hicks is getting, you know, he's getting slow. He's not able to, you know, cover and coverage and all that different stuff. I don't know. Bottom line, it's really going to depend on the coaching staff and what they feel like is going to be best to maintain Russell Wilson. Because let's be honest here. Yes, we're playing the Seattle Seahawks, but the number one thing is to stop Russell Wilson. Bottom line, Russell Wilson is the heart and soul of this Seattle Seahawks team. I'm not worried about Chris Carson. Chris Carson can probably get 70 to 80 yards, maybe more. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't fear him. I fear Russell Wilson, because this guy can make stuff happen out of nowhere. You think you can get him, you think you have him stacked, and he comes out of nowhere. He comes out of nowhere, out of a big pile of people starting to run, and gets 15, 20 yards just like that. And that's the frustrating part about it all. And obviously the Cardinals' game plan is going to be how we're going to maintain Russell Wilson. All you need to do is look at the Vikings tape, because the Vikings tape is going to tell you that very first, like, half, the first half, not the second half. Obviously they won, but the very first half, look at that Vikings tape, see what they did, see if we can replicate that. And also what you got to do is look at the last time we played against the Seattle Seahawks, when Hassan Reddick had a really, really good game and sacked Russell Wilson like twice. Look at that game as well. The last year's game against, you know, when we went to CenturyLink, and Kenyon Drake had a great game. So that's all you guys got to do. Let's not overcomplicate this. We've done it before. We can do it again. We just need to make sure that we capitalize it. We got Red Sea in the house with another donation, $5 donation. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much, my friend. I'll give you another quick dab. Thank you, sis. I'm actually awake today this time. Sup, boys? Marcus is home. Yeah, man. This is exciting, honestly. Obviously, we're not going to see Marcus Golden this first time against Seattle Seahawks. We're going to probably see him the second time we play him, which I believe is a Thursday night football game. So that's another primetime game for the Arizona Cardinals to kind of enjoy. So we got some good things coming up here, man. And not only that, this channel has, like, kind of blown up, you know, not blown up, like, but I mean, we've got a lot of subscribers. So kudos to you guys. If you guys, like, shared videos, like videos, all that different stuff, I really want to say thank you guys, like every single one of you guys, all 68, all 70 of you guys in here right now. I appreciate you guys for doing everything to help grow this channel. I think we're about like 100 and like 120 away from 4,000 subscribers when we just celebrated 3,000 probably about a month or two ago. Like, that's amazing. So thank you so much for doing that, guys. I really appreciate it. But one other thing I do want to go ahead and mention, guys, if you guys have not yet joined our Flick chat, our chat group, right now, Hank Hill has the link below. I don't know if you're going to be able to click the link here, but I do also have a link in the description below. Basically what it is, it's a group chat that we're all talking, we're all communicating real live time. During games, we're all talking about it. You know, if somebody drops the ball, we're like, dang, did you see that? What the heck is going on with this guy? Or a touchdown by DeAndre Hopkins, we're like, woo, nuke. So if you guys are interested in joining if you guys are interested in joining a group chat with the Arizona sports fan community here, go ahead and look no further than Hank Hill's link right here. Or if you're not able to click it, under the description of this video, you're going to be able to click that link on a mobile device, download the application, and you're able to get into the room. It's absolutely free. It's free. So if you're going to say, oh, is it going to charge? No, it's free. Just get in there. There's polls, there's questions, and everybody's just having a good time over there. So I really appreciate you guys doing that if you guys are interested in doing it. So let's keep on to the comments. Thank you again, Red Sea, for that $5 dono. Thank you so very much, my friend. We got Ian saying, yo, AZ, I wanted you to know your opinion on Drake Kirkpatrick. How do you think he matches up against DK or Lockett? I honestly think, here's my opinion on. I like what I've seen from Drake Kirkpatrick last week, and that was against the Dallas Cowboys. But here's the thing with Drake Kirkpatrick, when we played against the Dallas Cowboys, obviously the Dallas Cowboys had a lot more issues going on with, you know, the D-line, their offensive line pretty much being Swiss cheese, Budda Baker pretty much harassing Andy Dalton at all times. So I don't know. So far, if I would have to give a grade to Drake Kirkpatrick, I probably would give him a C. Obviously, last week's game would probably be like a B+, but I don't know. I'm a little worried still about the cornerback position. If we can somehow pull off a trade for like a nice young stud of a cornerback, which I doubt what's going to happen because they're going to go for a pretty penny, but I don't know. I would have to grade out Drake Kirkpatrick as a C right now. I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie to you. We're not going to shut down this high-flying offense of Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. They're going to get chunk plays. It's inevitable. The only thing that we need to do here on our side is we need to make sure our defense makes those 2 to 3 plays, the sacks, the interceptions, the fumbles, all that different stuff. And whenever that happens, we need to capitalize in getting some points, whether it's a field goal or getting a touchdown. We just need to make sure that we get that. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I personally think that I cannot sit here and say we're going to hold Russell Wilson to 10 points. That would be dumb of me to say that. Russell Wilson is going to get his fantasy points in fantasy football, and he's also going to get his points to make sure his team is going to be staying within this division. So we got Natalie B saying start Prince over Dre. So right now, there's no word that Prince is out of the practice squad. I still think Prince is still there. So I don't even think that that's even a question right now if Prince and Mukamara can start and the active roster in the final, like the 53-man roster. I think he's still in the practice squad. So whenever he gets off, I'll definitely let you guys know when he comes up. But I have not heard anything that he's been, elevated from the practice squad. So keep that in mind. You probably won't see any Prince and Mukamara tomorrow. You won't see Marcus Golden tomorrow just because he just played this last Thursday. So just keep that in mind, guys. We have in saying, what about your thoughts on Byron Murphy? Honestly, I love Byron Murphy, man. So far, I'm liking what we're seeing so far. Obviously, he's still got some things to work on. Maybe his man-to-man coverage and stuff like that. But I like it. It's only his second year coming into the NFL. He's going to get to that level. He just needs to get that consistency out there. And I like what I've seen so far. So kind of a short answer. I like it. Like it so far. All right, let's keep on reading here. Let's keep on reading to the comments. We have proud to be an American. It says Cardinals QB isn't Russell Wilson. Yeah, I maybe I might have misspoke if I called Arizona Cardinals QB. I mean, obviously everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows the Cardinals quarterback isn't Russell Wilson. I think what I might have been saying was the fact that we're not able to maintain Russell Wilson, and I might have said Cardinals somewhere along the lines, but yeah, no, I know. I know. Russell Wilson is Seahawks, Kyler Murray is Cardinals. I know that. All right, let's keep on reading here. Oh, we got Assad saying proud to be American, no doubt, but he's close. All right, let's keep on reading here. Pandrax saying, I'm scared because they had 2 weeks to practice for that. What do you say? Yeah, I mean, you also got to look into that aspect too. Look into the idea of they had a few, 2 weeks to prepare for Kyler Murray. They're most likely already seen all his tape. They know he's going to run. If nothing opens up on the field, what I can see happen this coming or tomorrow, I can see them try to make sure they get pressure on Russell. Oh, there you go. I'm saying it. I think I am saying it. So I think what the Seattle Seahawks are going to try to do to Kyler Murray is I think they're going to try to pressure him and try to get him flustered and get him frustrated. And that's the thing right there. That's the thing. If Kyler Murray can't face that, then we might see a game that we do not want to see. But I hope Cliff Kingsbury can go ahead and, work with them and make sure that he's getting the throws down the field, right. Because he's been airmailing a lot of balls, and then it's kind of concerning to me. A lot of people have been saying the fact that, his size has a lot to do with it. I refuse to believe it, although it might be true, but it might be, honestly. All right, let's keep on here. Let's keep on reading through the comments here. Let's keep on saying here. All right, let's see. We got AZ cards. All right, let's keep on reading. I think people are having conversations. We got Jean Paul says he needs to stay in the slot. Keim needs to draft a CB1 and a CB2 through free agency or via draft. That's something. So I hate talking about draft this early, but I agree with you. 100% agree with you. This coming draft, what we should really focus on is cornerback, maybe defensive lineman or offensive lineman. I think that's imperative. It's really, really imperative for us to get a cornerback, definitely, because we don't know what's going to happen with Patrick Peterson. Don't know it at all. So we'll go ahead and just continue, and we'll see what happens. We got Dylan in the house saying, do you have any hope that we land Quinnen? So I did make a video about, maybe making a trade for Quinnen Williams or maybe even John Ross. I know a lot of people, I was reading the comments, and a lot of people don't like the idea of John Ross, because I think one thing that people fear is the fact that we're giving up an Andy Isabella. Now, I get it. We have attachment to Andy Isabella, but this is a business-driven league. If Andy Isabella is not getting those balls that we need him to get, who do we blame? We blame Andy Isabella or we blame Kyler Murray. Now, obviously, what the coaching staff's going to do is they're going to be like, Andy Isabella, you need to make sure you get that done. The reason for that is because Kyler Murray is the future. Although they can go ahead and give him coaching, they can go ahead and say, hey, you missed it. Who's going to come down to? It's going to be Andy Isabella. You need to make that. You need to make that catch. There's been about 2 or 3, maybe 4 different deep shots. A couple of them look like it's Kyler's fault, but some of them seem like he just kind of drops or kind of goes through his hands. So Andy Isabella needs to work on it. Let me tell you this right now. I love Andy Isabella. I'm really excited to see what his progression is within the Arizona Cardinals, but he needs to work on it, man. Needs to work on it. So that's why I involved John Ross, because if we can somehow get John Ross on a super, super cheap deal, he's one of those players, if he can stay healthy, if he can say he's super quick, super fast, and he can go ahead and track down those balls, those deep shots that Kyler Murray wants to love and throw all those times, he needs to go ahead and make a lot more deep shots. And that's why I brought John Ross in the picture. But to answer your question, Quinnen Williams, there's a lot of people out there that said that he's not even available. But I know a few Jets people that are saying, like, all options are on the table right now. If somebody's going to give a package deal to the Jets, their ears are open. Their main idea right now at this moment is they're trying to get Trevor Lawrence. And it sucks to say, and it's terrible for Sam Darnold. Almost the same thing that happened here to Josh Rosen and Kyler Murray and all that different stuff. But I think their main thing is they're tanking for Trevor. That's exactly what's happening. So I think anything is on the table right now. Can we land Quinnen? Here's the thing. I would love it. Obviously, it's a big splash play. Everybody was super happy about Quinnen. I don't blame his production or like his lack of production on him as a player. I blame it on the coaching staff and the scheme that he's in currently right now. I don't like the Jets and what they do. The Jets are terrible. They're a terrible, terrible organization. So I think that Quinnen Williams would be awesome to land. Will it happen? Probably not. But honestly, it's kind of cool to always talk about speculations, trades, and all that different stuff, getting our team better, going to the postseason. So I'm sorry that's a long answer there, Dylan, but that's for you, my friend. Let's see. So Red Sea says, don't trade for John Ross. Just sign him when he gets released after the season. Yeah. So then that's another possibility as well. Yeah, because I know his contract is done. He was drafted in 2017. So his rookie year is done. Yeah, because they didn't sign up his fifth-year option. So, yeah, he should be available. The only situation as to, like, why I was thinking about maybe getting him in a trade, yeah, honestly, I don't think a lot of people want to give up their draft capital, which I'm right there with you, man. I get it. Right there with you. But here's the truth of the matter is right now that we need to get a deep threat. We need to get a deep threat, especially if we're going to want to consider being playoffs and maybe a little bit further the playoffs. We need to make sure that those bombs that get down there is going to get caught, whether it's Andy Isabella, Christian Kirk, or DeAndre Hopkins does good things. We're not gonna talk about him. So I'm talking about Christian Kirk or maybe even Andy Isabella. We need to make sure that those deep shots get capitalized. And that's the main thing that we're running into right now, where we're seeing a lot of drop passes when it comes deep to the ball. And that's what's the frustrating part. And I feel like John Ross could fix that, but I see where you're coming from. So I'm right there with you, my friend. So I'll give you another quick dab. Thank you so very much, Red Sea, with another $5 dono. Appreciate you, my friend. Let's see, keep reading onto the comments here. We got FBI saying, do you think we'll start Golden after this game? Yeah, I think we could see Golden probably after the bye week. So when we're going to be playing the Miami Dolphins. So we're going to play Miami Dolphins the game after our bye week, and we're going to see Tua Tagovailoa. How freaking cool is that? Now, I hope Tua loses, obviously, but I hope he has a really good career with Miami Dolphins. I know they've been looking for a QB for quite some time, so I hope it really works out for him over there. But obviously, I want the Cardinals to win. But I think that's where we're going to start seeing Marcus Golden on that Miami game. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Let's see what everybody else has to say. We have Shadow Raven saying, hey, about John Ross, I don't think he's much better than Andy. Andy just needs to learn to track the ball. Yeah, right there with you, my friend. Yeah, I agree with you. But that's the thing. If he's not able to do it, then we're kind of in a situation where, like, here's the thing. We're always going to be on that situation where there's always going to be people say, man, we should have got DK. This is the truth of the matter. And Andy Isabella needs to know that expectation being that we could have gotten DK Metcalf, with a speed, with the body type, it's just something that the Arizona Cardinals didn't feel like that was the route they wanted to take. They wanted to take Andy Isabella, which I honestly felt like it was a reach at that moment. I think we could have gotten Andy Isabella like in the third or fourth round. I'm just going to be 100% honest here. I don't think there's a lot of people really looking at him like that much, at least in that second round that we got him in. But that's just the truth of the matter. I agree with you. If it happens, if Andy Isabella like blossoms into like this wonderful speedy threat that's able to track it down, then I'm right there with you. Let's not waste our draft capital. Let's keep Andy Isabella. But so far, I haven't been impressed, man. I haven't been impressed with what I've seen. Let's keep on reading here. Let's see what we have to say. We got Ian Smith saying, how do you think Kyler will do? I think he'll go off this game. I think he's primed to have a very, very good game. I can probably see anywhere between 3 to 4 touchdowns and maybe an interception. And the reason why I say an interception is because sometimes Kyler Murray, airmails some balls. Balls kind of go over receivers' heads. So unless he fixed that sometime, which people saying that they're going to work with him with it, but it doesn't get fixed. So that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. So I can see maybe 3 to 4 touchdowns. No, let's say 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a rushing touchdown from Kyler Murray. So I think he's going to have a good game. The defense on the Seahawks, I'm not scared of their defense. Their D-line, I'm not worried about them. I don't think they've had very many sacks at all. So it's really up to Kyler Murray to really play a really solid, good game for himself and for this fan base, because honestly, he knows that all of us pretty much support him here. And I just want to see a really good game, especially on primetime. All right, let's keep on reading here. We have Jeff McClure saying, Cardinals will edge it out at the end. It will be close all the way, and I'll probably bite my nails off. Yeah, man, here's the thing. I hate the trend. When Seattle Seahawks come to State Farm and they beat us and we go to Central Link and we beat them, I hate it. And I wish it changes. Anything can change. It's any given Sunday. I always say that. But here's the thing. We need to make sure that Kyler Murray has a good game. We all ride and die with Kyler Murray's play. If he has a terrible game, we probably will lose. If he has a really good game, then we probably will win. So we all ride and die with Kyler. That's just the way it is. We got, is it Hamlet Watson saying, it's weird to say, but I really like to see some Drake. I thought last week's spread was really effective. Yeah, I agree. So, but the thing was with Drake is I think he really, really got loose the moment that Kyler Murray was running a lot more. I think that opened up everything for Kenyon Drake. Just because and maybe the Cowboys just were playing soft. Like, I actually heard rumors that the Cowboys defense or just the team in general already losing faith in their coaching staff. Like they're saying that they don't know how to adjust. They're unprepared all the time. They don't know how to coach. So I don't know so much if I say, hey, Kenyon Drake had a really good game because he's an explosive, awesome running back, or do I say the Cowboys were just done with getting beat and they were just leaving holes open. So I don't know. I'm right there with you though, Hamlet, though. I would love to see a lot more Kenyon Drake because let's be honest here. This offense is going to thrive 1,000% better, 1,000% better if Kenyon Drake gets sticky and gets all the runs that he needs to get. That's the truth of the matter here. If we see some Chase Edmonds, love that too. I love the idea of go ahead and use them both. Now, I personally would go ahead and probably give Kenyon Drake one more week. And if he's doing the same thing a lot, if he's still stutter stepping and he's not going north, then we need to maybe really consider putting Chase Edmonds in because Chase Edmonds does his best. He does his best to get up the field and he just puts his head down and just grinds. And that's one thing that kind of frustrates me about Kenyon Drake is because where I'm seeing exactly what I used to see with David Johnson when he kind of just a stutter step, east to west, that type of stuff. And I just want to see you put your head down and just go for it, man. That's exactly what I want to see. So let's keep reading to the comments though. But that's a great thing. I want to see more Drake too, my friend. Let's keep on reading here on the comments. We have, is it Shive Hunter 12? Should we put a spy on QB? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would be silly for the Arizona Cardinals to not put a spy on Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? Obviously, we can't do it every single play. It's not going to be everything. But I want to see some Budda Baker blitzes again, man. That's something that we need to see. We need to see Budda Baker getting sticky. We need to see him getting, blitzes and all that different stuff. The moment that we put Budda Baker in the box, the distraction of Budda Baker being there, is he going to blitz? What is he going to do? Is enough to freak out that opposite side quarterback. It is. Honestly, Andy Dalton did not know what was happening because Budda Baker got there so dang quick. He hit the hole and make sure that he go ahead and took him down. And not only that, maybe when he didn't even sack him, he was still causing pressure and he was still getting flustered. So I want to see some Budda Baker. I want to see some QB spies. Definitely. Who's going to do it? I don't know. Hopefully Isaiah Simmons. That would be kind of cool to maybe see him on maybe like a nickel type package or something like that. But we really just got to see what the game plan is and what they really think will happen here. We got LeCarron James saying, will Vance bring too many blitzes? Here's the thing. Blitzes, you live and die with blitzes. That's the thing. If you blitz a lot and it works and you're getting to the QB and it's working, you're going to be the best defensive coordinator. You're going to get a golf clap. Everything's going to be good. If you're setting blitzes and they're not being effective, then you're going to look at the other side of the coin and say, hey, why did you set all those blitzes? What the heck is going on? It's really, honestly, that's the weird thing. And I know it's kind of a cookie cutter answer. It's kind of a two-sided answer, but it honestly, the blitzes, as effective as they are, you're either going to get praise that you were really good with all your blitz packages, or you're going to get critiqued that your blitzes didn't work. So it's really unfortunate because this is a business type of business, I guess, production type business. If it doesn't work, don't do it. If it's working, then keep doing what you're doing. All right, let's keep on reading to the comments here. Let's keep reading what everybody else has to say. We got Ian Keller on the house. Says, hey, AZ, did you like how we moved the ball on the ground against the Cowboys? Do you think moving forward we need to establish running game to succeed? Yeah. Give you a short answer. Yes, absolutely. But like I was answering to the last individual that asked me that question as well, I don't know so much if it was a Kenyon Drake thing, like Kenyon Drake is finally, getting better, or if it's a situation where it's like Cowboys were just done. Like they were just done of getting beat and they were just playing soft. So I don't know. Yes, but I want to say yes to you. If it's really important for the Arizona Cardinals to establish a running game. And I think this would be a good opportunity because this defense, I think the defense of the Seattle Seahawks are better in stopping the run than they are in, stopping like the pass and stuff like that. So we might just have to go ahead and do a lot of play action and kind of see where it goes to see from there. We got Tan Man saying, do you think Marcus will play? No, he's not going to play. Not that he just played this last Thursday. We'll probably see him against the Miami game. We got FBI saying Buddha will have his second INT this game. Gardick will have a big impact. I love that. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, FBI, for putting that on there. He says Buddha will have his second interception this game, and Gardick will have a big impact on the O-line for the Hawks. I would love that, man, especially because Gardick, I feel like Gardick deserves it, man. Just kind of what he's been doing to kind of get into the NFL at this moment. I would love nothing more for Dennis Gardick to have an explosive game, honestly. Let's keep on reading here. Okay, so we got Dom saying, I feel like we need to eventually let Pat P go. He used to be good, like elite corner, but now I feel like he's not trying. Here's the thing. So, and this is kind of going back to that, production business type of thing. And this is exactly what I'm saying. Patrick Peterson, obviously, is getting older. He's not playing to the elite level that we've all seen. You, Dom, me, myself, we know we've seen Patrick Peterson able to run with people and being able to do all these magical things. But truth of the matter is here is that he's just getting up there in age. He's obviously lost a step. He's getting slower. So I don't know, man. He might be going anyways. It's not like we got to let him go, but we might not sign him back for free agency. I'm sorry, not free agency, but we might not extend him this coming off season. So yeah, he might have to find another team. But we'll go ahead and keep reading through the comments here. So we got Red Sea saying Dre's too slow for Lockett. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know who's gonna get Lockett. Maybe Byron, because he's the youngest one out there. But I feel like that's the issue, man. We got DK Metcalf, which is speedy as heck, but big body guy. And then we have Lockett, which is a smaller wide receiver, but still fast as heck. So I don't know. I'm worried about their wide receiving core and what Russell Wilson can do with the wide receiving core. That's what I'm really worried about. So, but we'll see, man. We'll definitely see what's going on here. When we got Hank Hill back in the house, he's giving us all the information that we need to. Yes, guys. So quick thing. Please subscribe to the Fan to Fan Network. Every Sunday morning, we have a head-to-head battle with the fan ambassador for the team that we're playing against. So make sure you go tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. AZ time, we'll go live. So we'll be on there. Go and just be proud. Show some Arizona Cardinal pride on the chat. Make sure you have the little ring bell, notification bell on this channel so you're aware of when we go live and all that different stuff. So make sure you go ahead and follow Fan to Fan Network, as well as if you're interested in getting your question answered, there's an option for you to do a super chat where you're donating like $1, $1.99 to the channel. It helps with the channel grow, and it helps like pin your comment up so I'm able to actually see it, because there's 104 of you guys in here and there's only one of me. So keep that in mind. If I don't get to you, I apologize. But also one last thing, there's 100 people in here. We got Mark Jackson in here, an awesome moderator. Thank you, sir. He says 100 people in here and only 55 likes. Smash that like button, please, guys. Helps out the channel grow tremendously. I don't think you even know how magical this happens. I think alone this last week, we got like over 130 subscribers. And it's all because you guys are smashing the like button. So if you guys can do me one big favor, smash that like button. I appreciate that tremendously. So we got AZ Cards, Noah 11. I messed up your name. I'm sorry, Noah. So he says, this game will be very fun to watch. Yeah, man, I agree with you, dude. I'm really excited for not only primetime Sunday Night Football, but the head-to-head matchup between Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson and what we can see for years to come. All right, let's keep on reading the comments here. We got Ian Smith saying, could Buddha cover Lockett? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can. I think he'll be fine. But the thing is that playing the safety position, especially where he plays, he's just everywhere. And that's the situation. Like, I would hate to have Buddha Baker and say, this is your job, and it's Lockett. I hate that. And the reason why I say it, let me elaborate a little bit more. Because Buddha Baker, the way he was used last game, man, bring me some more of that. Give me some more of Buddha Baker, blitzing, safety blitzing, all that different stuff, stopping the run. That's what I want to see. I don't want to designate Buddha Baker to just do one thing. This guy needs to be explosive. He's the heart and soul, the heartbeat of this Cardinals defense, and we need him out there. All right, so we got Hunter 12 again saying, hey, AZ Sports fan, how many sacks do you think we'll get, and who will be the people to stack Wilson? So that's a great question. So I honestly think we can get okay, so I always say like 2 to 3, but I'm going to go with 3. And who I'm going to get sacks, I would say Reddick. For some reason, I feel like Reddick does really good, especially in the outside linebacking spot. And when he goes against Seattle, especially that last game, he had a really good game. So I'll say Reddick and Gardick. So I'll say 1 for Reddick, 1 for Gardick, and then I'll say 1 from the interior pressure. I don't want to say Jordan Phillips. I'll go with Allen. I'll go with Zach Allen. That would be kind of cool. Give him a sack because that would be really cool. So three sacks. We got Ian back in the house saying, "Hey, yo, AZ, do you know why the media and Seahawks fans aren't giving us our respect?" Yeah. The reason for that is because we went back-to-back non-winning seasons. And the way that a lot of these fans are looking at us is that's the same team we are. The only way that we will get respect, the only way we'll be getting the national attention is if the Arizona Cardinals comes out and shows up on games like this. Now, it's really up to the team. Bottom line, it's up to the team to show up and be like, hey, we're on a national field, but we're on a national level, but that shouldn't matter. We need to play like our head is on fire, and we need to make sure that we wrap up tackles, play football out there, have fun, but play football. Make sure you're in your spot that you need to be at, so you can kind of get all one unison of a defense. Because last thing you want to have is miscommunication, and that's just bad. But I think they're always going to disrespect the Arizona Cardinals. Keep in mind that we're like bottom of our division for quite some time. So if we're in the bottom of the division, they're only saying, like, when they see us on the schedule, they're probably like, oh, Cardinals, that's a win. Like, think of it this way. Like, when we see a certain team on our schedule, like maybe the Jets, for example, we're like, oh, that's a win. New York Giants, oh, that's a win. It's the same thing with them. So they see the Cardinals, and especially because we didn't have that much success in these last few years, they're going to keep doing that until we make them respect us. And I don't mean like we, the fans. I mean we, the Arizona Cardinals players, just getting tired of it, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop unless they do something about it. That's just the truth of the matter here. But that's a great question, though, Ian. I thank you so much for that question. We got Carpoon saying, if Seattle wins the game, do the Cardinals have a chance of the playoffs because they have to compete with the Rams and other contenders? Yeah, it's any given Sunday. That's the thing. It's weird because this team has given us a really, really hot, like really awesome offense. So you're like, oh man, this is really cool. We're looking really good. And then we've seen games like the Lions game, which wasn't that bad, with the exception of like the 3 interceptions from Kyler. But as far as like the way that the game was, it was a really close game. Obviously, if we won, it would be different. But like seeing a game like the Panthers game, and the Panthers game was really humiliating. It was kind of to the point where we're like, man, you gave you a bad taste in your mouth. Like, wow, maybe we aren't that good. But obviously, after that, we ended up playing the Jets. We smoked them because the Jets just suck. And then we played the Cowboys, and we pretty much did what we did to them. So we can always be contenders. That's the thing. We just got to make sure we take care of what we need to take care of first. Right now, we're sitting number 2 in the NFC West, and it's up to them to keep that spot. I'm not saying, hey, let's win the division. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? I'm never going to say let's not win the division. But honestly, I can see the Cardinals maybe go for a wild card spot, especially since there's 3 spots opening up for the wild card. So keep that in mind as well. I'm always going to have faith. I'm always going to say the Cardinals are always going to be in some sort of contending if this happens or if this happens. But it's up to the Cardinals to be 110% honest with you. All right, let's keep on reading the comments here. Jacob says, do you think Larry will have a 100-plus game? Nah, I don't know, man. That's kind of hard to say, especially because a lot of looks are going to DeAndre Hopkins. We're getting, an emergence of Christian Kirk, hopefully. I don't know, man. I think this might be our last hurrah with Larry Fitzgerald. And it sucks for me to say, because I'm going to be wearing my Larry Fitzgerald tomorrow. That so far has been my luck. That's been my lucky jersey, because we won these last 3 games and I was wearing Larry Fitz, and I'm going to be wearing Larry Fitz tomorrow as well. So, but the thing is, I don't see Larry. I don't know, man. Anything could surprise us, but I don't see a 100-plus game yard for Larry anymore. It's just I don't see it. This is a good question. Okay, we have Choi. So, do you think Hopkins likes Kyler Murray? I'm glad you brought this up. And the reason why I say I'm glad you brought this up is because this has been a big question. Because a lot of times you're seeing DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray not really looking like they're the favorite person of one another. And that's really, really weird to me. But here's the truth of the matter. As long as they have chemistry, as long as they're making touchdowns, I don't care if they like each other. I'm pretty sure there was multiple wide receivers that didn't like Tom Brady, but he got rings. I don't care that, that they don't go out for coffee. That doesn't matter to me. As long as they have a chemistry and we're winning, that's all that matters to me. So he might not like Kyler Murray, or I actually think it's maybe Kyler Murray not liking DeAndre Hopkins more than anything, because the way that DeAndre Hopkins is seeming, like his personality is, granted, we've only like had him on our team for a certain amount, so I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I know him as a person. I don't know him. I've never met him before in my life, but the way I'm looking on the field and seeing what they're looking on the, on the benches is, I don't know. He just doesn't, when things don't go right, I feel like DeAndre Hopkins gets kind of nasty. And it's just competitive in him. It's a competitor in him that he wants to win. So it's just kind of the truth of the matter. So I don't know. That's a good question, though. But as long as they win, I don't care if they like each other. That's just 110%. Let's keep on reading the comments here. Let's see what else everybody has to say. There's a lot of you guys. So bear with me. We got Francisco saying, AZ, what do you think about moving Simmons to strong safety to play next to Buddha? Yeah, man. Anything to give Isaiah Simmons more reps, I'm all up on board with it. Now, granted, right now it's either going to be Chris Banjo back there or Jalen Thompson, just really depending who's good enough to go during that time. So I don't know. I think the best opportunity to put Isaiah Simmons back there in the safety spot was probably going to be this last game that we played against the Panthers. That was the perfect opportunity, but for some reason this coaching staff didn't think so, and they thought that putting Curtis Riley on there was the best option for the Arizona Cardinals, which is really, really weird. But I'm going to say yes, man. Francisco, yeah, I'm going to give you a yes, but it's not up to us. That's the unfortunate part. It's up to this coaching staff, and sometimes I have questionable things, and I scratch my head sometimes, so. All right, let's keep on reading here. We got Colton saying, this game is winnable. Kyler needs to show he's not playing around, and the defense needs to show they are to be feared. Yeah, there are some stats out there saying that our defense is looking good as far as like statistical wise, in terms of not giving like the least amount of points. The Arizona Cardinals are up there, among teams like the Steelers, the Ravens, and stuff like that. So the Cardinals are doing good. But you're absolutely right, Colton. Kyler Murray needs to show up. We ride and die with the play of Kyler Murray this game. If Kyler Murray has a bad game, probably lose this game. If Kyler Murray has a fantastic game or even just a good game, like a manageable game, we might win, because I have faith in our defense that we're able to make those one or two plays, those interceptions, those sacks, stuff like that. So it's just a matter of getting out there and kind of making sure that everything goes well. So we got Pax to Sito. You can't keep changing Simmons' position. That stunts his growth. Leave him an inside linebacker. He's learning. It's going to take time. Okay. So yeah. So there's also people that just kind of want to keep at one spot. The only the only thing that I was saying as to like why move him was because we had that we had that flux of like safety position. Sorry, give me a second, y'all. Choking. Yeah, it was only because of the whole safety situation that we're rolling with like Curtis Riley and like Deontay Thompson. But I agree. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I got a cough. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Woo! I don't know what was going on. Tickle in my throat. All right, let's keep on reading the comments here. Got some good comments coming out, guys. Good comments. We got Red Sea in the house saying, do not spam questions. He's one person who will answer your question when he gets to them. Thank you. Yes, exactly. All right, let's keep on reading here. I think I see something about Marcus Golden up here from Lisa. Is Marcus Golden going to be out tomorrow? I'm curious, man. My score prediction is 23. Go Birds. Which Birds? You're talking about Cardinals or you're talking about Seahawks? But no, yeah, I don't think Marcus Golden's going to play, though. I do play Madden. Yeah, I do play Madden. And honestly, I put Isaiah Simmons in the weak inside linebacking spot too, and he does good there. He does good. He just for some reason he's not getting the reps because Devondre Campbell and Hicks has got it locked down. So we'll see. We got Donnie B saying, rumor has it that we're wearing black jerseys this week. What do you think? I love the black jerseys. Honestly, I love the color rush jerseys, the black with like the red out of the, you know, the numbers. I really like that a lot. But yeah, I'm down with it. As long as I don't care what we wear as well, as long as we win. But I love those jerseys, though. I'm not going to lie to you. How do you think the Cardinals will start the game? I hope we defer. I know this is weird, but I hope when we win the coin toss and we defer it. I love starting on the second half, like with the ball. So if we win the coin toss, I hope we defer it. It seems like that's what they've been doing a lot. So hopefully they keep that trend up going again. So we'll see, man. Honestly, I'm really excited about it. But if you guys could do me one big favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate you guys just dropping a like. And yeah. We got Zachary saying, do you think we'll get new jerseys? I don't know. That's a good question. But honestly, the way that the Arizona Cardinals is, they're so like, I don't know. They're like old school. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like their front office and like our they don't like change. Maybe, you never know. But I actually made a few videos about like different designs and like all that different stuff. If you guys are interested, like you might have to like go deep into like all my old videos. But I put 2 videos out with like fan made like jerseys that look super sick. I recommend watching part 2 over part 1 because I feel like that would be a lot cooler. There are cooler ones on there than the first one was. But yeah, if you guys are interested in watching that, you can definitely do that. But I honestly doubt it's going to happen. Not anytime soon anyways. Got FBI saying, have you heard rumors of Falcons trading off Julio Jones? If they do, how do you feel if we got him? I don't think we will, though. Yeah, you're right. We won't. We won't get Julio Jones. A, cap nightmare. B, we have DeAndre Hopkins. And if he's mad now that he's not getting the ball, he's going to get doubly mad if we get Julio Jones. It's just not going to work out at all. Cap is just going to crush it. Let's keep on reading the comments here. We got Jay from AZ saying, will the run game be fire on this game? I hope so. The offense is going to the offense is going to do really well if the running game gets out there, especially because we can open up play actions, we can open up deep shots and all that different stuff. So it really does depend how this game will turn out if we can go ahead and get that run game going, guys. So yeah, we're already hitting our hour mark. That is insane. That's super insane. So I have a question for you guys. Do you guys want to see more Chase Edmonds, or do you want to do more? You want Drake? So if you guys can do me one big favor, go ahead and answer this question for me right now. Are you pro, or let's just put Drake or Edmonds? Like, who do you think should start? I guess my question is. So do you think you want to see a lot more Chase Edmonds? Do you want to just roll with Kenyon Drake? Go ahead and put that on the comment below here, and I'll go ahead and read them off. But while we're waiting for everybody to respond here, guys, if you guys are interested in joining our chat that we have an awesome chat room. Basically, we're talking to each other real time, kind of like what you guys are doing right here. But we're talking to each other during games. So if you guys are interested in joining our group chat, it's absolutely free. No money to you at all. So don't worry about how to spend any money. What you need to do is just go ahead and go to the description of this video. There is a link there. Click on the link. It will take you to the application that you need to download. And with that link, you're able to get into the chat room that opens up our chat room. So it's really cool, guys. We do polls. We do questionnaires. We have a lot of passionate fans like you guys. We're needing all 97 of you guys all in there. If you guys can do me one big favor, go to that chat. I would really appreciate it. So we got Red Sea and Housing. Chase Edmonds should be starting. Drake is a bum, as I predicted. Dang. So yeah, Red Sea is definitely not a fan of Drake. He never has been a fan. So I don't fault you at all, my friend. But we'll see though. We'll definitely see what happens. So far, what I'm showing, we're seeing some Drakes and we're seeing some Almonds or Edmonds, whatever you want to call them. We're seeing a kind of like a split down the middle. So I'm all on board with it. I just say let's ride the hot hand. But we'll see exactly what happens. We see some Eno Benjamins there too. I don't know. We're going to see Eno. Maybe we'll see him next year. But I'm super stoked, guys. Super stoked about this. Here's the truth of the matter, guys. We need to make sure we win this game. That's the truth of the darn matter. We need to make sure we win this game because, A, if we win this game, we're going to – oh, my God, man. I'm just super excited just to even think of it because, A, we're separating us from what's going to happen – from those other 2 division games, because right now we're sitting at number 2. I'm just stoked, man. We just need this game. We need this game a lot. All right, let's keep on reading here. We got Ian Smith. Do you think Kyler will have a Super Bowl? Yeah, but not this year, though. It's too soon to say Super Bowls right now. I think we still need some pieces, especially in the cornerback position. We need some pieces, maybe with some more interior pressure, maybe another guard, because J.R. Sweezy and Pugh are kind of, they're all right. But we need to add some more pieces. But I can definitely see Kyler Murray get a Super Bowl in the future. This is a good question. This will probably be my last question here. We got Lucas saying, do you think we'll trade for a Pro Bowl tight end like Kyle Rudolph or Njoku? That's a great question, man. That's a very good question. I know there's a lot of people saying out there that Njoku wants to get traded out of the Browns. And here's the truth of the matter. And I've said this time and time again where I'm like, I don't believe that we will get Njoku. And Kyle Rudolph, now, I would rather get Njoku personally than Kyle Rudolph. But I just don't see it, man. I don't see it at all. Our offense is not really designated for a dominant tight end. Now, obviously, that could all change with Cliff Kingsbury making up some new plays and all that different stuff. I get it, but we just have so many mouths to feed right now, so I don't see us doing that. Great question, though, my friend. Great question. All right, guys, perfect, man. We hit our hour mark. How amazing is that? Guys, thank you so very much for chilling here. It's been an hour already. That was quick. So thank you so very much. Shout out to every single one of you guys who donated. Red Sea, Jacob, thank you so very much for the donations. I really do appreciate it. We will be ending the live stream here shortly. Let me go ahead and just add some fist bumps on the chat below if you're new to the stream. That's how we pretty much end the live streams, with some fist bumps on the chat below. So go ahead and give me those fist bumps. If you don't want this conversation to end, join the Flick Chat, guys. Let me tell you right now, join the Flick Chat. I know I see somebody, you're like, oh wow, that's it, it's over, the live stream is over. The conversation can continue. Just download the Flick Chat application. I tell you, if it's not me talking, we have people out there that are like, that love to talk Cardinals 24/7. I believe Luis is in the house. He's always out there, like, talking all this different stuff. So the conversation is going. Just go to the description of this video, download the application, and get into the free chat. It's all you need to do. So if this was super quick for you, I'm sorry. But yeah, the conversation is always going to be on there. Don't forget to drop a like. I would really appreciate you. We got FBI coming out with a donation. Thank you so very much, my friend. Dab and a dab. We're going to win. I hope so, my friend. I definitely hope so. So we got the fist bumps. Thank you so very much, every single one of you guys, for being there. So Flick Chat, drop a like on this video. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so very much for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. And I am out. Thank you.